Let's try again. Okay,
Don't laugh.
I'm going to try to introduce you again.
Okay.
All right, and we are live with version 2.0. I am back once again. I am sorry for the technical difficulties. I think my computer has just never had this much running on it before. So, Doge Democracy, thank you for joining me once again.
Never had a strain on it.
I definitely think I was putting a strain on my computer. YouTube is saying that we have a pretty good connection now, but we'll see how things play out.
Well, hopefully I don't get another phone call.
Hopefully not. We won't try to keep you for too long. We just wanted to give everyone a nice premiere and let everyone know how much fun we're going to be bringing to Cali Crypto 209. I know I was definitely boring with my price updates earlier in the live stream, but now that we have Doge Democracy giving us some clean and updated news for Dogecoin, it'll be a lot more entertaining, and that is what we are hoping for.
Especially with your Australian accent, which is like pretty awesome.
Yes, I am still working on my Australian accent. We did get down Bobby and a few other Australian linguos. So I am working on my Australian. I'm sure I will be a pro in no time.
Yeah. Well, here's one for you. How about you say, "Stop acting like a bunch of glass."
I think we'll have to work on that one. that was a bit much for me, but I think I can catch on to that quite soon. I did get the French down when we did have that French speaking viewer and that French language barrier. So I did get that French down. So my next stride is to get down that Australian. All right. So
well, I think you're doing it quite well.
Thank you. It's good to have
as good as I can do currently.
It's good to have a little bit of a diversified lingo or lingo.
Bilingual.
Right. Okay, so let's give an update for the markets currently. Dogecoin still right below 27 cents, holding at 26.6. Still having that selling pressure. Into the evening, we did think that Dogecoin was going to hold an area of consolidation right at 27 cents, but Dogecoin is still holding at 26.6, and we are looking pretty good for Dogecoin, not having too much selling pressure, pushing that price back down to 25 cents. So it should be a really good week coming forward for Dogecoin. I will be really excited to give this new update on Wednesday with Doge Democracy. So good to have you here, Doge Democracy. Those of you just tuning in once again, sorry, Doge Democracy is all the way around the world in Australia. And the time difference... Excuse me, we do have a bit of a time difference. So where here it is still Monday in the States, it is actually Tuesday morning or afternoon in Australia.
Lunchtime, mate.
Lunchtime, mate. I told you I'm going to get it down slowly but surely. I won't give you guys too much at once. I want to keep it a surprise. It'll be really fun. Really fun. All right, Bitcoin.
You got the bed going.
back to
the bed going, Barbie. Well, I think the best way to learn Australian is to just keep saying this over and over again. This is what is it Daniel Radcliffe, the Harry Potter dude?
Oh yeah, Radcliffe.
Yeah, Radcliffe. He did a movie Australia, and they kept saying to him every time he slipped into the pom voice, they'd say, "All right, Daniel, say bowl warn." You say bowl warn. It sort of gets you into the lingual, the bilingual.
It gets you learning it pretty fast.
Yeah. So repeat it with me. Bowl warn.
Ball warn. Wait, what is it?
Warn. Bowl warn.
Ball warn.
Yeah,
that's not too hard.
It's like one of our Australian cricketers, Shane Warne, back in the day.
A cricketer.
You're like, bowl warn.
Oh my god, okay. This has just totally gone off the rails. I tell you, having Doge Democracy here is just going to fill up this live stream so much. I know I was completely boring, and Doge Democracy is just going to have me off the rails 24/7. So I will try to stay as on topic. I know I go so far off topic just by myself. So having Doge Democracy here, we're going to be having even more fun. So definitely going to be really, really exciting. Let me give the update for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trying to recapture $54,000. We are still holding at $3,700. We are right above that consolidation area for Bitcoin at $53,500. So that is really good to see that Bitcoin is not having that selling pressure back down below to $51,000 and that lower trend line right at $50,000 even. So it is looking really strong and really bullish for Bitcoin. And we are hoping for Bitcoin to push through back to $55,000 and $58,000. What do you think about that, Doge Democracy?
Well, that's the big question. We can't have, if we want the Dogecoin to pump like we do, we don't want Bitcoin to do much more. We want it to just straighten up, just on a plain level ground and just stay where it is, and even drop it just a little bit maybe.
Right.
If that happens, the altcoins should pump, and then we can definitely say it's altcoin season.
Definitely. We are still in that feel for altcoin season, even though we were having those corrections these past couple days. I know a lot of bit of the momentum is slightly lost when we do have those corrections because people get just a little bit fearful. But it is good to push through with your diamond hands, as we constantly want to remind those of you who are new to cryptocurrency. It is a learned art to have diamond hands, and what that means is just holding your cryptocurrency for as long as you possibly can to ensure the biggest return on your initial investment. So
That is right.
yes, I definitely have struggled. We all have struggled with the art of diamond hands, but after a while you start to catch on, and it is second nature. So Doge Democracy, I think we'll get just a little bit into it. Everyone wants to know, how many cryptocurrencies are you currently holding?
I'm holding 88 Cardano.
88, okay, that's one.
BTT.
Oh, you have good turns. Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit about Trenton. You listen to Trenton's advice.
Yeah. Well, I bought BTT a long time ago because.
Oh, really?
Well, I just looked at it like. Well, you look at it like how many people are out there, and you have to be honest with yourself. How many people download an illegal song or a movie or something like that?
Right.
When you look at BitTorrent network, it's just uTorrent, and it's like Pirate Bay. It's everything. And they pretty much invented peer-to-peer network, and that's pretty much what the blockchain is in a way.
Right.
So that technology has come from uTorrent. That technology wouldn't have happened they didn't realize what decentralized was. So when you look at it that way, I look at it as well, they're the founders of a lot of the stuff that's out now with cryptology, like not being caught by the government, not owning up to anything because no one owned it. You know what I mean? Like a bit like Bitcoin is. But the only downfall that BitTorrent has is that everyone knows that they're doing pirating and stuff like that, so no one really wants to get involved with that. But just, I think they're doing it just for moral reasons more than making money reasons. But we're looking at BitTorrent at the moment is like under a cent. It's like 8. I think it's like 0.008 at the moment.
Still under a cent, yes. We did have that run up to right, or I'm not sure if it made it over a cent, but I do believe it was up to 0.009 around that region. So it was trying to push through to 1 cent pretty thoroughly.
Yeah. But they have a lot of things like they want Spotify on board too. That can take a few years.
Oh, really?
And if that happens, then well, you never know. Like Spotify took over iTunes. Like no one ever thought that was going to happen.
They did. Not that many people talk about iTunes anymore. That is something that did happen fairly quickly with the Spotify world, as well as Pandora, as well having those music platforms more accessible than iTunes was to a lot of other listeners.
Yeah, and that's the main reason why iTunes came out was because of BitTorrent. Because you could download an album, like say an Eminem album, just a fan, can't say much more. Like say you bought the new Eminem album, it cost you like $35 over here, maybe 20 odd over there. But then you could just go on uTorrent, go to like LimeWire or whatever was running at the time, and just download his whole album in like full CD resolution, like resolution as in format, and never had to pay a cent. Except you download. So, and that's the reason why iTunes come out. That's why Steve Jobs, he come out with the idea of making this little device where you can put all your songs on it and pay for them online. But even then, you're renting that song for 99 years. That's it. You're not owning it. Like when you bought the CD, you owned it. You can play it anywhere you want.
Yes, that's a lot different in the time that in the times that we grew up holding Walkmans and tape players and stuff like that. So I was definitely in that age of millennials or younger generation people who did not have that much of the exposure to technology. Rather, the exposure to technology was just emerging. It was just starting out. So, we had just had the Gits and Gadgets and the cell phones and the flip phones and all that had just started to come out. And then the internet was integrated within your phone. So then you could go online on your phone and call on your phone while you're online and do this. And everything just progressed for the better. It did progress for the better. I know some people do use it for a lot of other things that can be bad, but for the most part, the progression of technology has been really good for humanity in connecting us and making things a lot more easily accessible and viable for its information and schooling, and having to stay at home or not having to physically leave and go somewhere to have instruction. So that is something that technology definitely has taken over and will continue to do so over time. So I think we got off topic just a little bit again. I think we only got 2 cryptocurrencies that you're currently holding. What other cryptocurrencies are you currently holding, Doge Democracy?
All right. So I said...
we got Cardano, ADA, and BTT, Doge, obviously.
I recently bought, only a couple of days ago, Holo, which is Hotcoin.
Holochain?
That's it.
Or Holocoin?
Yeah, Holocoin.
Holocoin.
Yeah, but it's hot. It's under hot. If you want to buy it, it would be HOT.
Okay, and what exchange are you using to purchase that?
I'm one of the lucky guys that can use Binance EU, so
Right, right.
a bit better than what you can do with Binance, but Binance here is just remarkable. It's pretty much, I can get Ethereum, swap it to BNB, swap it back to like Bitcoin, swap it to this, swap it to that, and I don't lose anything, you know what I mean? Like, I might pay a very, very small BNB fee, but
Yeah.
so I mean, you get $50, you put $50 in your BNB account, and you just start trading.
And then if you're holding BNB, you can use that as the transaction fee. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, well, sometimes, I think it was a couple of weeks ago in Australia, it said you can buy Dogecoin with AUD for no fees, and I jumped on that, obviously, but it was a little bit, I had to wait a little bit because it was a little bit too overpriced for what I wanted to buy it at.
Right, probably near the all-time high. We all
I lost the fees then, but I did gain more Doge. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That was really good to watch. When it hit that, I think it was 45 cents. After that, I was making nearly $1,000 every time it went up a cent.
Really? Oh my goodness.
But I was also losing $1,000 every time it
went
down.
down.
So
yes. The volatility is so hard to overcome, and just myself being through the cryptocurrency markets, through these last 3 or 4 corrections, it was so hard to see the price of things drop, but after a while it starts to become more fluid to you, and you just kind of ride it with the wave. You're like, okay, we're going down, so this would be a really good buying opportunity. What could I add to my portfolio? And then when it goes back up, you're like, okay, well, let me just sit back for a while. Let me watch how things play out. Maybe I can possibly take profits if I'm up a lot of percent on one of my coins. You know, and just sit back and kind of ride the wave. So you definitely have to become more fluid in watching the charts and learning about how that volatility plays out in your portfolio, going negative some days, but it can also go very, very positive other days as well.
Yeah, you definitely have to look at the charts. As in, if you're looking at a minute chart and you own a coin, it's anxiety central. Like, you do not want to look at a minute chart unless you have to, just to see what it's doing.
Right.
If a 5-minute chart, it's just as bad. But what you should run on, if it looks good on the 4-hour chart, then check out the 2 and the 1. Then it's a good time. And if it looks good during that, because you could have a cup and handle forming on a minute chart, and you'd be like, what the hell's going on? You feel like you're losing all your money because it's dropping so hard. But if you look at it on the, like, say, half-an-hour chart or 15-minute chart, really, if you look up the transaction times there is between every coin, that's the chart you should be watching. Right.
Because it does take a little bit of time for that price to play out on the protocol.
Yeah, definitely right. And you need to really, you got to take your emotions out of it. Unfortunately, I'm a very emotional-driven sort of guy, so it's real. That's where I fail. You know, like I said to you off air, like owning Chainlink at like $3 and just doing all that. Like seeing BNB only, I had an opportunity to buy BNB when it was $4, but then I waited to buy BNB when it was $44.
That was still a good entry.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so it's sort of like, you got to have patience, and you can't think it's like, the first time I was looking at it, I was seeing these coins go up 700%, and I'm like, buy, fucking, I can get really good on that. And you're just like, no, bad idea, because I put $1,000 into something that was going up 700%, and I watched that $1,000 turn to like $50.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you
can lose it really quickly.
So someone took my money. Yeah, and you never want to do margin trading unless you're really, really good. Because I put $100 in to try margin trading, and I got these messages saying you're going to be liquidated. This is when I first started. So you're going to be liquidated, I'm like, what the hell is liquidation? Like, I'll look it up, and they say, well, if you haven't been a bear or a bull, you have to pick one, and if you don't pick quick enough, they take your money. So I put $100 in, and I saw these messages. I just didn't know what to do. I was just looking at it, going, "Well, I got $180 something there. I put in a $100 account. Well, I'm going to ride this out." But then it went sunk, and I owed 76 American cents by the end of it. So there's things you can get caught up in. Like patience is the biggest one. Like if you got patience, then, and if I had patience back in the day, again, I'd be sitting on, like I said off air, 3.5 to 5 Bitcoin nearly.
Wow.
Because that's what I was doing. I was trying to make money to buy more Bitcoin because I was all over Bitcoin. But then you start getting on YouTube a bit and you see the hype, because that's what it is. It's all hype. So if you can get a coin to hype up, then buy it. Like XRP last week. Like everyone was talking about XRP, so you buy it. And then when everyone stops talking about XRP, you sell it. But with me, I'm just like, oh, they're going to keep talking. And then you just watch your money fall again. So it's a hard one. If you, it's sort of like, it's probably a bit drastic, but it's sort of like you got to think like an investigator. You need to get the answers, and if you think too hard, then you'll end up losing the case. But if you think just enough, then you'll win.
Oh, that's good. That was really good.
So it's like, but also knowing too much can get you in a lot of trouble, because I got scammed by that Jackson Palmer game that was all over. But in the end, I believe in karma, and they got their karma back, because they ended up giving like $2,300 worth of Doge. I think 27,000 Doge, because that was the minimum. So I thought, I'll just do the minimum. But I looked at the video and there's like 1,000 people watching. I'm like, we're gonna do it. I'm like,
That peer pressure got into you.
Yeah, and they sold my 5.5 cents a Dogecoin for Bitcoin at the time. Bitcoin was right up there. It was like really expensive. So they ended up losing. So I won in the long run, but I lost a lot in the long run as well.
Yes, we learn from our mistakes.
So you definitely have to learn. And don't, like I said on a couple of streams, like if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. And if you think it's a winner, just hold and wait.
Well,
you just have to wait. That's it. Patience. That's pretty much the answer. Is patience.
If you think it's a winner, I think Dogecoin is a winner right now, and Dogecoin is holding still right behind 27 cents, currently at 26.85. We are trying to push our way back up. We did have a slight, a slight spike back to 27.3. But I do believe Doge is a winner, Doge democracy, don't you?
I do believe that, mate.
Yes, mate.
It's a winner, mate.
It is a winner, mate. Yes.
Just who's backing it. Like, I've listened to Snoop Dogg all my life. Like, I've known Mark Cuban, and I don't even live in America, so he's pretty big everywhere. And you got Elon Musk. Like, I would literally touch his private parts just to be a bit smarter, like.
I think you might gain some wisdom. I think you might gain some wisdom from doing that if Elon Musk allows you to do so. Our recent viewer actually said that you sounded like Elon Musk, which was interesting, because I guess I hadn't really listened to Elon Musk that well, but Elon Musk was born in Australia, but I think his accent has slightly waned ever so slightly. Doge Democracy's accent is a bit thicker than Elon Musk.
South African, he was.
Sorry, South African, not Australian.
He was Australian. That'd be good.
Close. The continents are very close.
It's funny because he come over to Australia going, how much are you paying for power? This is fucking ridiculous. And he goes in and spends like $50 million on a Tesla, like solar plant,
Oh, the sun is getting me.
just to prove a point.
Yes.
So yeah, I love him for that because, well, if anyone thinks I sound like Elon, I'm trying to be more and more like that guy every day. Only because I want to answer the question properly. Like he said, you have to learn to be less wrong.
Yes. Yes.
So when you learn that, you're less wrong and you don't look like a douchebag. That's what you say over there.
Oh yeah, we still say that here in America. Doge democracy.
But that's what I mean. Like when I heard douchebag, I didn't think what it was. I actually had looked it up to see what a douchebag was. I was like, oh, okay. That's a real insult, huh?
I think you were fully surprised when you figured out the initial definition of what that was.
Yeah. Even diaphragm, I just thought diaphragm was like a... Yeah. Anyway.
We are breathing in this cryptocurrency every day. We are loving to take a nice breath as we did have that correction for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still right below 54,000 at 53,800. Still trading right around 53,600 up to $53,700. So we will be seeing if Bitcoin can push through 54,000 up to $55,000. I'm sure that should not be too difficult for Bitcoin. We do have a lot of big institutions buying in, as well as retail FOMO. I'm sure there are a lot of people not letting the price of Bitcoin deter them from stacking those sats. Now, Dogecoin still is having that buying pressure, but we are still in a really good area of consolidation as the selling pressure is still surmounting that of the buying pressure, which is keeping the Dogecoin below 28 cents and below 27 cents with that really big selling wall right at 27 cents. So when Dogecoin can have those bulls step it up just a little bit more, we can overcome that wall of 27 cents up to 28 cents for Dogecoin.
So do you think it spiked up because we went on? Or?
Yeah, I think it probably did. It actually spiked up a little more right before we went on, and then we had those technical difficulties. We had to start Livestream 2.0 to give you guys another update with Doge Democracy. So things are looking pretty good though, all in all. We do have Matic pushing through. I did mention Polygon Matic a few times actually in my recent live streams. Doge Democracy, I'm not sure if you can recall, but I did mention Polygon Matic, and I mentioned I purchased around 30 cents, and now Polygon Matic is at 56 cents. So are you holding Polygon Matic?
I did.
You are holding Polygon.
Again, I did have it.
Oh, you don't have it?
I don't. I used to.
Oh.
See, this is what I was talking about, patience. You hear all about it, and you wait a day, and you look at it, and you're like, it's doing nothing. So I just
Yeah.
Didn't lose, didn't win, and just cut even and then try something else, and then you wake up the next morning, you look at the chart, and it's like, oh.
What was I thinking?
Yeah.
I actually was stressing. I don't think I was stressing it too much, but I did stress it a few times. I said, diversify your portfolio, and I named off a few of the coins that I currently was holding and that I currently was still bullish on in my last live streams. I did mention Polygon Matic, I mentioned VeChain. At that time, VeChain was clear at 9 cents. My initial purchase was around 7 cents. And then VeChain went up to 9 cents. I spoke about VeChain on my live stream. And now VeChain is currently holding right below 20 cents at 19 cents. So if you do have those diamond hands and you just ride the wave, as we say. We like to become fluid with the cryptocurrency markets. We don't want to work against the cryptocurrency markets. We want to try and work with the cryptocurrency markets as much as we can, riding the wave and seeing those profits.
If as well, if you stake VeChain, you'll end up with a token called V4, and that's just sort of like its interest token. And I actually own about 30,000 V4. I know it's not very much; it's about $600 or something like that. But it's still, that's what you can get out of it. Like, say if you stake your VeChain, you'll get V4, and then your V4 is only like 2 cents at the moment, so it's actually quite a good buy to get in.
Right.
That's what I think.
No, yes, you are correct. I have the charts up right here. VeChain is right below 2 cents at 0.173, so it is trying to push up to 2 cents. And so as that reward token increases in price, those staking rewards that you are paid out increases as well.
Yes, and I think in looking at it, I bought in. So in the word of like being a hodler is that you see a coin, you like it, you hold it. You either mid-term hold it, short-term, or you long-term. And I like the long-term things because I'm trying to learn the art of patience.
Definitely. I have learned the art of patience as well. It is a hard art to learn, but Doge Democracy and myself are both musicians, so we do have that stringent focus on something if we do set our minds to it, as playing instruments does take a lot of focus and patience. So you definitely have to have that in the cryptocurrency market. Hopefully one day me and myself and Doge Democracy can give you guys a duet for me on violin and Doge Democracy on guitar. So stay tuned for that.
Yes. We're going to do it. She took my dog and my Doge.
Doge Democracy already has some songs played out. Like, he's already ready for this. Like, he's ready for where Dogecoin is going to take us. Like, this is crazy. It's
definitely.
It's just really awesome to see how far Dogecoin has come since I have been making just these few live streams. We're on live stream number 18 now. Only live stream number 18. That's crazy. And Doge Democracy has been here with me through every single live stream. Every single live stream, Doge Democracy has been here. And I said this is my first live stream. I said, whoever's here, I will never forget you. I won't forget you. And Trenton Sanderson, shout out to Trenton. He was
just a good man. Stalker or a good man, one of them.
He was on that BTT, and I was not having the BTT. I said I really did not believe in BTT at the time, and I was proved wrong, and BTT actually gained value. So just as I was being told not to buy Dogecoin, I had, not financial advice, but I had told Trenton not to buy a BTT, it being a smaller capped altcoin with a huge circulating supply. The circulating supply was, I think it's in the billions or the quadrillions of tokens. So it's just, it's quite substantial, the amount of circulating supply that BTT does have. That does not mean that the mass adoption will not happen for these cryptocurrencies.
Well, I think BTT is going to like take off this year or anything. It might go up a little bit, but
Definitely.
like this is a long-term hold for me because if I'm going to get it at under a cent, why not?
Definitely.
Like I'm sitting on, I think it's 100 and something thousand BTT at the moment. So if that goes to $1, then I get $100,000. You know what I mean? Like it's that simple. And you know, the worst thing is because I've been in the space for so long, I've watched these coins do these things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if you invest in the top 10 coins, or probably top 8, I'd say top 8, then you can't go wrong. But I have watched XRP go from 36 cents to 50 cents and be like that for like 4 years. So this is the first time I've ever seen XRP do anything. So I'm quite happy about that sort of stuff. But I think because of lawsuits and everything they went through, which doesn't mean that Ethereum can't get the same thing because it's not quite decentralized as a lot of coins are. So they could go through the same thing. That's a very speculative maybe, but it's possible. Just like Dogecoin is possible to go to $1 just by adoption. And it's showing all that stuff as well. Dogecoin is just, I've never seen a coin do what it does. It's broken all the records, it's broken every freaking law there is to do with like any sort of chart reading.
Yes, I mentioned that.
Yeah, it's crazy what it's doing. You just don't know what it is. And that's why I just choose to hold it. There's no point for me to buy it at like 3 to 5 cents and then sell it at like 30 cents and then back in at 25. I'm not going to make any profit there.
Right. You want to hold it as long as you can, because you will see the most return from holding and not having those capital or short-term capital gains. I know it's a little bit different there in Australia, but we do have those taxes, good old taxes here in the States.
That's what's good about decentralized coins, because if it's decentralized, it's pretty much just a wallet address. There's no name that goes with it. When, say, if the government wanted to check you out.
Right.
This is why everyone's stressing, but I don't think the government can do anything about it. Don't hold that to me, by the way. This is not financial advice at all, or political advice. But if it's decentralized, that means the government can't own it and they can't control it. The only way they're going to get capital gains out of anyone if you declare it.
Exactly. And we were having a little bit of issues with that FUD being turned around here in the States. There was talk of Joe Biden giving an 80% tax on crypto gains. So that's going up to around 26%, I believe it was, imposing a tax of up to 80% capital gains. So that's basically saying if you had made $1,000, that you would owe the government $800 in taxes. That's just completely outrageous. I do not think that anything in that realm would ever pass. That is just. It is just completely outrageous to think that there would ever be an 80% tax. It's just that is complete FUD to scare people out of the markets and end up selling their cryptocurrency. So then these whales can then just buy back in at a lower price and continue to accumulate as much cryptocurrency as they possibly can, leaving you out of the crowd.
And there's one point of advice: never listen to what a rich person says. Follow what they do. And that's exactly what. Like you look at Warren Buffett. He made, he manipulated the gold market, made $500 million, and got. He made $1.5 billion, but he got fined $1 billion. So he made $500 million. He didn't go 1 second in jail. Not even 1 second.
He was bailed out plenty of times. We know of Warren Buffett being bailed out on all of what he did to accumulate that wealth. But in a way, it seems as though those who hold that mass amount of wealth have to use trickery and such in order to hold their position, holding all of that wealth from the masses.
Yeah, well, that's right. Like, you can own all the Bitcoin in the world, but you wouldn't fucking. Oh, sorry about swearing.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, you wouldn't be. You couldn't manipulate the market because you can't buy so much Bitcoin at once. This is all on back order. All this stuff. Someone has to sell for you to get it. That's why there's only a certain amount.
Correct.
If you sell your Bitcoin, that's on someone on back order that's getting it. This is where it's all. Everyone's getting their wires crossed. So you can dump $127 billion into Bitcoin. It doesn't mean you're going to get $127 billion worth of Bitcoin.
That's correct. Yes,
I mean,
that's
you can't
correct.
do it.
And when we're seeing a lot of new investors just learning about what Bitcoin is, just learning about what Dogecoin is, and these other cryptocurrencies, and they're basically expecting to become rich overnight, and it does not happen that quickly. I have mentioned that plenty of times.
The first millionaire, I think, he held his coins for like 5-7 years.
At minimum.
So that, yeah, minimum. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good. Like the 7-year gain, it's still pretty good. But everyone's got to remember too. You could be in that position too. You just got to hold it.
Right.
And that's the biggest learning curve you'll ever learn when it comes to crypto. Never sell a loss, and never buy at a peak. And that's all you have to learn. It's pretty much that easy. If you follow those 2 rules, to sell and hold, you're going to be wealthy. It might not happen overnight, and expect it to happen overnight. It doesn't happen. Maybe a lucky couple, but usually it doesn't look like it. It's a high monetary technical analysis. And you know, that's people are trying to day trade this stuff all the time. That's where you'll make your money. Yeah, you have to have that as a job. You can't not look at a chart without day trading. Like, you literally have to stare at the chart, know when to buy, know when to sell, do your mathematics on it, pull your Fibonacci retracement charts up. I mean, it's a full-time job.
It does.
It's not something.
It did turn into a full-time job for me, watching those charts, trying to figure out where Dogecoin was going to be. I definitely opted out of trading.
It's so hard to freaking pick it.
I definitely opted out of trading just for that very reason, as the price movement is so volatile and just moves so quickly. It is really hard to determine exactly where to put your positions and to where it's actually going to make you profit. So you can have a position, and when you're exiting that position, Dogecoin can just take off on you, which means that you'd have to buy back in at a higher position, losing out on those gains where you initially took profits. So it's really something that you have to have a lot of liquidity and cash on hand to be able to do so, because if things go wrong, and you want to buy back in, you have to have that capital on the side in order to buy back in.
Yeah, and you also have to learn to buy back in for your losses as well. So if you can learn that, because you never feel like you've lost. You've only lost when you've got no money to spend.
Yes.
So if you accidentally buy it, just slap yourself in the face and say you'll never do it again, and just hold it. Do not sell it. Because, like, we've gone to the moon already. We just need to get back. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's going to do. And, like, how many people were saying, like, a lot of live streams that I've been on were saying, oh, should I buy now? Should I buy now? It's like peaking at like 8 cents. Did they buy? Because if they did, they'd be very happy. But if they didn't buy, they'd be like kicking themselves now, going, should I buy now at 23 cents, 24 cents, 25 cents?
That's exactly what I mentioned.
And like everyone who held their coins at 5 cents or bought in at 5 cents and saw it at 8 cents and sold, they're kicking themselves too.
Yes.
Because now they have to buy back in for a higher price and less Doge. Because it's not about the dollars, though. So it's about how many coins you've got. So when you might have $300 in there, and you got, let's say, 900 Doge. But if you had $300 a couple of months ago, that could have got you thousands of Doge.
Yes.
So then you look at it and go, okay, it's going to cost me $300 now for this much Doge. Expect a 4x, 5x on your coin. But now you're at the point where you're going to have to wait. Now this is where the patience game comes in, and you go, okay, I'm going to buy and I'm going to hold and I'm not going to look at the chart. Because as soon as you look at the chart, that's it. Your FOMO, everything kicks in, but it all kicks in. And that's where I fell apart.
Yeah.
Fell apart, mate.
You fell apart, mate. You fell apart.
Yeah, there you go.
You fell apart, mate. Okay, I actually did Doge Democracy. This is just truly wonderful. I'm so excited to have Doge Democracy on here. I actually did lose my video for the live stream. I do believe my computer is just not having the Discord voice with the live stream. I'm not sure. Maybe I could just open it in another tab next time. And Doge Democracy, we could play around with that a bit tomorrow to see if we can get something going with that. But it did turn out really well. But things are looking to the brighter side. I am hoping for Ethereum to push through to $3,000. Ethereum is trying really hard up above $2,500, which is just amazing. Bitcoin currently at 54. $4,000, so we are trying to push over $54,000 for Bitcoin. Dogecoin still below 27 cents, right at 0.267. So Dogecoin is having a little bit more buying pressure, pushing that price up in the right direction.
Yep.
So Doge Democracy, how is Australia?
Australia is a beautiful country, but it's not as free as America. You can't smoke without being taxed. You can't drink without being taxed. They're trying to make us we're like humble, we're laid down, we just go with the flow here, but our government does control us a fair bit in the way, if you want to smoke, you got to pay for it, you know what I mean? Like, pack of 40 cigarettes here is like, it worked out to be about $40 American.
$40 American, is it?
Yeah. $40.
Yeah, we've got the Bobby down. We've got the all the other Australian lingo. Definitely stay tuned for Cali Crypto 209 with my outrageous accents and just all in all, good vibes. Good vibes is what we are striving for the cryptocurrency markets, not only for Dogecoin, but for all of our other cryptocurrencies. So we're really excited to see where things will be going. We are still in a bull market. Do not forget, even if we are having these corrections, bringing the price of our favorite cryptocurrencies down, that does not mean that the bull market has ended. We are still in a upwards trend for most of the altcoins, as I believe Uniswap was trying to push through that all-time high today. We had all-time highs for Polygon Matic. Dogecoin is
Uniswap.
Doing good. Uniswap, yeah.
Apparently Uniswap's going through a stage 3, which is going to be cheaper fees and everything like that. So
yes, we have version 3 for Uniswap coming out, and I did FOMO into Uniswap right below $30, but I did get a really good entry. And I am still holding a Uniswap, and my portfolio is looking good from doing so.
That's good.
That's
really good.
It's very good.
I had it for a little bit, but again, it's not.
Doge Democracy definitely has started to learn the art of diamond hands, as Doge Democracy was probably the definition of paper hands. I do believe Doge Democracy had a pretty hard time paper handing a lot of his cryptocurrencies. That being that Doge Democracy was invested into cryptocurrencies a lot earlier than most people who are invested into cryptocurrencies today. So, Doge Democracy, give a little bit more background about your introduction to the cryptocurrency markets.
Yeah, so I was sorry, that cigarette didn't go down well. So I was at work one day. Sorry about that. Bit of cockroach in my throat. Yeah, so when I got into Bitcoin, I didn't know really anything. Like back then, there was probably 500 coins on the market, if that, and then you could get on there now. There's thousands. But I had this mate at work. He came up to me one day and he said, "You heard of Bitcoin?" And I went, "No, I've heard it in a song, but I haven't really heard it like about it." And he said, "What you need to do is I'll send you a link." It was I can't pronounce his name. It's like Youssef dude, but he made the book The Bitcoin Standard.
Yes.
Yeah. So I started watching his stream on. It took me, I think, if you fast forward it to about 5 minutes, and English starts. You can start to hear English, so that was a good part. But then I started learning about money, and I started learning about African slave beads, and I started learning about rare shells, and like, what's this all about? When I first heard of Bitcoin, I thought it was a liquid asset, as in it was like this acid, because I couldn't understand his voice. Probably is that it's a liquid asset, and I'm like, oh, so it's a liquid. So is this like uranium liquid or something like that? Like it's put into a jar and that's what it's worth, like a gas or like a fuel. So I didn't really. I was hopeless at learning. Like when I want to learn, I can learn a lot, but this really just grabbed my eye because I'm here. I started learning about money. And when you learn about money and what money is, you sort of look at yourself and go, "I'm an idiot. Why didn't I see this before?" And that's why cryptocurrencies come out. That's why Bitcoin came out, because someone was sick of the banks taking their money and the government. Right. So someone like conspiracy, an alien made it, or Elon Musk made it. Because when you look at Elon Musk, he was in X.com, which ended up being PayPal. So that's a digital asset. So could he have done it? If he did do it, it'd be really good to buy it while it's quite high and have like the billionth freaking wallet. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a conspiracy. But we'll leave that conspiracy there.
That's for another live stream.
That's another one. But yeah, so my mate's come in and he's like, "Man, I'm going to sell my house." I'm like, "What? What are you doing that for?" He's like, "I'm going to buy Bitcoin. If you learn about Bitcoin," like he was spending, like he had a lot of time on his hands, so he was listening. If you ever own Bitcoin, you listen to a lot of podcasts and a lot of people talk about it so you can stay in the mode. Yeah. Because if you don't, because Bitcoin back then was just not recognized by anyone. It's like, "Oh, do you know what Bitcoin is?" They're like, "What's Bitcoin?" And like, then you start learning about other digital assets that didn't make it. I think it was like Moneybit or something like that was one of the first cryptocurrencies, but like computer engineers started getting too classy with it and doubling it up. So they'd send it and then send like this, and that's when the blockchain got invented to stop all that. And then Satoshi came out with Bitcoin and then just sat there and hovered. Like, I remember getting emails about Bitcoin, just not looking at it. I wish I did now because it was like 10 cents. But I needed needed to open up a Swedish bank account to freaking get it, and I thought this is a scam for sure. So I just left it in the dark.
Right.
And then when I started, then I looked up the Bitcoin standard and I listened to him. And I'm like, this makes sense, you know. Like all these governments keep bailing out these big corporations, like banks and stuff like that, because they made a wrong decision. It's like, oh, so now we have to pay for their wrong, but they're still living in a huge mansion.
Right.
Sipping on their $4,000 champagne, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I just looked at it and went, this is not right. Because when you look at, so if you ever looked up Russian President Putin, and you have a look at Putin's palace, you're like, no one needs that. You know what I mean? That's just spending your money on the wrong stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's not helping anyone. And I love helping people, as you know.
Yes.
And I give away money all the time because I believe what you give out is what you receive tenfold over, and that's just karma's way.
It is definitely 100%.
You smile at a crowd, and I bet you that pretty much all of them will smile back at you. As long as you're not looking at them with your hands in your pants or something, then you're fine. But you know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. You spread the smile, and everyone smiles back. You know what I mean? This is how I see Doge. So friends of mine never even knew about cryptocurrency. I set them up through Binance and sent them Doge. It cost me, every time I sent Doge, it cost me 50 Doge just to put it into an actual Doge wallet. So I was losing 50 Doge every time I did that, but I was still smiling, you know what I mean? Even when I got scammed, I still got smiled, because they didn't hold it. It made me smile because they converted it to Bitcoin and lost money in the long run.
Right.
I was watching all through the day. They had like 65 grand. But anyway, like the guy that I saw, he's like sold his house, he sold his second car, he sold his holiday house to buy Bitcoin. And then I'm like, oh, I wonder if anyone else has done it. And there's heaps of people that have sold everything and they're living in like this caravan in the middle of nowhere, just watching the charts. You know what I mean? Going, I'm going to be rich one day. And then everyone who did that is smiling so freaking hard they can knock their ears off, you know what I mean? Like, it's... yeah, they're smiling like the Grinch, like ear to ear. It's like, yeah, I was right. And then I get phone calls from this guy and this guy. Oh, you told me to buy Bitcoin 2 years ago. I said, yeah. He goes, have you seen the price? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, don't ring me anymore if you're not going to listen, right? But again, I hate giving financial advice too because I just don't want backlash. Like I would say, buy Doge right now, but it could go back to 24. Like, but I don't want them to feel like that because they're so new in the space. They don't know what a loss is. They just think they're going to make money. And that's the hard part of telling someone and putting your name on it. Like I even said to me, mate, all right, I'm going to send you some Doge. If that doesn't turn over $100 in a month, I'll play with your willy, you know what I mean? Like, I put myself on the line as well as my pride and everything like that. And long story short, I didn't have to touch his willy, so that's good.
That is very good indeed.
It's very good for me. Very good for me.
And...
But, you know what I mean? That's what you do. That's what you do. If you're really passionate about something, you put yourself on the line, and that's all you're
definitely,
doing right now.
Definitely. All right,
we're doing it right now, going live. You've done it. You're doing the extreme and putting your face out there.
Oh yes, I actually took the video down because it was just having too much difficulty coming through. So we're kind of like on like a podcast like live stream, but I mean, it's still good. People can still tune in and ask questions and watch it as well if they are tuning in. So currently Bitcoin right below $54,000, right at $53,900. We have Dogecoin right below 27 cents, right at 26.7. Ethereum looking pretty good. Still above 2,500, right at $2,524. The cryptocurrency market is still in the green after that day of correction. over the weekend, but the start of the new week is looking really good. It is looking a lot better. I hope people's portfolios are in the green after a very hard weekend of the correction for Bitcoin down to $47,000 and $48,000. So, Doge Democracy, do you see a bottom for Bitcoin?
A bottom for Bitcoin?
Yes.
Well, that one's hard because the altcoin season is either among us or it's going to fail. It's one of them. And if it fails, it's going to go over 57,000. If it's 57,000, I probably would cry a little bit. But I wanted to sort of stay around 55 and just hover there for like months while everyone's doing their altcoin season. Because that's what we want. We don't want Bitcoin dominance. As soon as Bitcoin dominance goes over like 55%, that's it. The altcoins are going to hurt. But when you look at Dogecoin, well, isn't it classed as one of the best running assets at the moment? And it's the whole point of how much media it's getting, as well as there's probably people that don't even know what crypto is, but they know what Doge is, but they don't even know what Bitcoin is. That's what I've seen like it come out of nowhere. It actually come out of nowhere, and all Elon had to say is, oh, it could be the Earth's currency. It's what the people want, that's what people get, and that's what we're doing. We want it, and this is what we want, and we want to take the rich out of the bad rich out of power and put them back into the freaking what do you call it over there? You call it housing commission over here, but
a little bit of a language gap, but we are getting through.
Projects. You call them projects over there, like where
right.
people living together.
The ghetto.
Next door to each other. Yeah, the ghetto. There you go.
It was one of those, mate. It was one of those.
Yeah, one of those, mate.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I already know. If you put me in Australia, I would fit right in.
You would. It's actually amazing. You hear a lot of people trying to put. You actually sound like Australians. Other people are like, oh yeah, going to put a shrimp on the barbie. I can't even do it in the accent like you guys, but you know, like
it's prawn, mate. You got to put the prawn on the barbie. We don't say shrimp out here, mate.
We put prawns, mate.
Prawns. Put those prawns on the barbie. All right. Well, I definitely need to buy more shorts and get some cute tanks for my trip out to Australia. Hopefully, Dogecoin with those nice returns can set me up for success, and I can have a plane ticket out there in no time. I did.
Yeah, definitely. I'd come around August, between August and December.
Okay.
Not too hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and after December it's just like, get home in the aircon or you'll pass out, mate.
Get inside. That's actually different because here in the States where we are regioned, here in California, August is the peak time of summertime, and it's extremely hot in the realm of over 100 degrees sometimes here in the valley. So it gets really hot here in July and August. So that's peak time. So I'll actually wanting to be leaving leaving my area around that time to find a nice cooler area to be for the summer.
Yeah, well, right now it's jumper season. Yeah, it's jumpers right now.
Jumpers? What's jumper season?
Jumper season is like wearing your, what do you call it? Your sweatpants and sweat tops.
Oh, jumper season. Okay, so that's winter.
Yeah, winter.
Jumper season. All right, it's jumper season. Oh, all right. Do you see it? We're getting it. We are getting it little by little. I'm telling you, I'm going to be completely fluent in no time. Okay.
You will, because you'll get to the airport. And you'll be like, yeah, right, this way, lass.
I think I should get a note and pen pad so I can write all of this down.
Well, it's definitely on the live stream when you get back to it.
Yeah, I could definitely rewatch my own live stream to learn some Australian.
I'm going to watch this back and have a huge
Okay, so how did he say that? Okay, so I did actually tweet out the current live stream for Doge Democracy and Crypto209, this premiere that we are having this wonderful evening. I did tweet it out just about 10 minutes ago. I know Doge Democracy is still working to get his Twitter up and going. But you can follow me on @Twitter handle Crypto209. It is the same as my YouTube channel. So definitely look into that if you are trying to stay up to date on my antics, not only with YouTube, but as well as Twitter.
Yes, like and subscribe if you're in, because you definitely want to hear these conversations. They're pretty fun.
They're quite hilarious, mate, quite hilarious. We're going to be going truly far with the live streams. Today was kind of a test and to see how things were going to be played out, but it did work out quite well. What do you think, Doge Democracy?
I think we're having a ball, mate.
I think we're having a ball too. Definitely. So,
like, even like two years ago, I couldn't talk to anyone about crypto. They were just like, flicking their fingers, going, "Are we going to stop soon or what?"
right.
But now they're all ringing me up, going, "What should I buy? What should I buy?" Nah. You're going to have to go on a live stream and figure it out that way.
You're going to have to tune in to Crypto209 and find out where those hidden gems are hiding. So there are plenty of cryptocurrencies that I did mention that do have pretty good potential to grow from here. Diversifying your portfolio is the way to go within the cryptocurrency markets. We do like to diversify our portfolios. We know that Bitcoin is the OG cryptocurrency, as it was the main cryptocurrency ever created. We are still well diversified into Dogecoin and other mid and small capped altcoins. So definitely stay tuned for what's coming up on the channel for Crypto209 and Doge Democracy. We might have to figure out a new name for the channel. What do you think?
Oh, we'll keep it a
Crypto209, yeah?
Yeah, keep that then. And then you just go with an Aussie connection or something.
Well, having you here, it's definitely going to be a lot of fun learning Australian as well as learning as much as we can for the cryptocurrency markets. We do have a comment here. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can pronounce the name here, but it just says ETH, Polygon Matic, Binance BNB, Zcash or Xcash. I'm not sure if that's Zcash or Xcash, and Uni. Really ready for a really big explode. Okay, that is a really good optimistic comment. We love
Zcash.
I'm pretty sure they were mentioning Zcash and Uniswap.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely sure that those cryptocurrencies are definitely going to go far. Those are mainly big capped cryptocurrencies, which means they have a market cap well over $50 billion to $100 billion. So those are definitely big cap cryptocurrencies. We do like those mid cap and smaller cap cryptocurrencies as well.
Yep. But definitely Zcash, I've heard a lot about Zcash. That seems like a good buy. Uniswap. What was the other one?
Uniswap. Polygon Matic was mentioned. I did mention Polygon Matic a few times. I think I did mention quite a few times. That was beside VeChain as well. They are doing a lot of good things with their using a
And
VeChain,
V4.
yes, and the VeChain, a token being paid out with VeChain. VeChain being used as basically you can use VeChain for anything on use on the transaction wise. You can implement VeChain cryptocurrency to be used in basically any transaction. So that was really good news for VeChain, and I'm sure that helped in pushing up that price a lot for VeChain, which is why it's still close to 20 cents.
Yeah, and Uniswap, it's gone through some big changes, so that could be really good as well.
Uniswap is still trying to get that version 3, and Uniswap is, in a way, trying to compete with Ethereum. We have the Maker token, which is basically like the second Ethereum token. And so, I mean, you have plenty of these tokens. Binance BNB even trying to get those transaction fees down. So there's a lot that may be trying to overtake Ethereum. I mean, who's to know, who's to say that one of these smaller capped cryptocurrencies could possibly take over Ethereum? I mean, a lot of talk about that is actually going around. I'm not sure that it's actually going to happen, but it is something to keep in mind.
Well, Ethereum has, well, you got Ethereum Classic, you got Ethereum, and then you've got even Beth, which is the Ethereum 2.0.
Right.
So they keep changing things over, and then you got the creator of ADA, Cardano, which left Ethereum
Yes.
to produce his own coin because he saw the problems Ethereum had. And the biggest problems Ethereum have is their fees. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like, it makes you want to hold it because if you sell it or do whatever like that, depending on how much you got in there, like the gas fees and everything, it's stupidly ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only way that's going to get cheaper if Ethereum adapts like Bitcoin does. Like if it gets to the point where there's like trillions of dollars into it, then the gas fees. I think that's what the creators were trying to do. The more popular it got, the fees got less. But at the moment, it's just at that point where it's not at a happy medium. And that's why you get like BitSwap and you get Uniswap coming out because they're making a killing just off these fees. Like Uniswap has come out and the fees are just enormous. And then you get like third-party places like MoonPay, like you pay like $100 worth of Bitcoin, you might get charged $8 just for fees, just for a third party. But I've found on Binance, if you want your crypto really quick, you just go peer-to-peer. Go to the peer-to-peer option, find like CoinSonic where you can buy USD or something like that, and then all it is it's Pay ID. It's like Osco, I don't know what you call it over there, but it's just your phone number is pretty much your Pay ID. You can look up who it is, everything, if they're legit, boom, boom. And if they don't give you your crypto when you send the money, then you just appeal it. Binance gets involved. They look at both receipts, so you can't get scammed. I've almost got scammed on Paxful. Paxful is another peer-to-peer app you can buy, but it's just full of scammers. Unless you're fully verified and everything like that, you don't want to trust anyone on Paxful because I've had a message from one user trying to get my Pay ID number, and I had another user trying to get my email Pay ID, and I had another user trying to get my name. So in those three messages, they worked out how they can make a phony receipt and say that they sent me. They didn't. They sent the money to me to give them Bitcoin.
Right.
So it's another way. It's another way you can make money too. You can just sell it a bit higher on Paxful or peer-to-peer, whatever. But I've never bought Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything like that through peer-to-peer. Just try a stable coin like DAI or DIA.
Yes.
And then your USDT or USDD, USDB. There's so many, I can't even pronounce half of them. But even like a Tether, the Tether USDT is Tether. And we overtook Tether too. Dogecoin overtook Tether when we hit 43 cents. Right.
That's interesting. You actually mentioned those stable coins because here now we have so many governments now trying to implement their CBDCs and as central bank digital currencies as their own, so they can capitalize on this whole digital currency movement, trying to excuse me, trying to take down Bitcoin because they know that Bitcoin is going to literally destroy the financial systems. So they're trying to come out with their own digital digital currency to continue their rule over finances.
Yeah, well, China's already done it. So if you want to do anything, just follow China. They're right on the ball. Like, even Elon's scared of their AI. So that's enough to know that they're like in charge, but we don't know it.
Okay, let me get my...
I forget what that coin's called. Is it China? Yeah.
There definitely are plenty of cryptocurrencies out there we must be careful with. I know there is one going out there called SafeMoon. It's quite a infamous cryptocurrency that is going around. Just definitely be careful if you are looking to invest into these illicit, in a way, kind of cryptocurrencies, meaning on regular exchanges, they're not listed, so you cannot easily access these cryptocurrencies. If the cryptocurrencies are not easily accessible, then it definitely should be a big red flag to you if you have to go through all of these steps just in order to obtain it. So definitely keep your eyes open for certain cryptocurrencies that may not be actual cryptocurrencies with a good project behind with what's going on for its price action.
Yeah, that's right. Even Binance, like you go on Binance and there's scam coins on there as well that you can't get anywhere else. Like I got onto this coin, I think I put $100. No, it was $75. I put $75 into Poet, but that was by accident because I thought it was POE, not POT. So it was something like that. But I still got it on my Binance account. I can't withdraw it. And that $100 turned into $7.
Oh wow!
So and they sort of like pumped it and then dumped it and then just disappeared.
Wow!
So you gotta watch it, and that's another rookie error also. So I'll learn a lot of things by mistake. So that's sort of my nature of learning too, unfortunately. Because when I do a mistake, I never do it again. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
Because I learn, and then probably a couple of things like not looking at the chart properly and buying it on the peak, which I've done a few times and going, shit. So now I have to wait. I have to wait for it to get back to where it was so I can sell it or hold it. But it's like, don't sell. That's pretty much whatever you do. Is just don't sell a loss. Always think of the coins you're making, not the dollars you're making. Yeah, if you can accumulate the coins more than the dollar that you're trying to do, it's another way of looking at it. And always look at the order book. Always. Never go like 3 or 4 decimal places back.
Right.
Like couple up. Because it just moves too quick. With USDT, like Tether, it moves really, really quick. And you're thinking, holy shit, there's like 32,000 going. And then getting sold, and then you look back and there's 48 to be bought. So you have to watch your whale patterns too, because like I could watch a coin and know when to sell it just by looking at the order book. Because when you look at the order book and there's like 1 billion coins ready to sell, and you look at underneath it and it's only like 400,000 coins to buy, you just know that it's going to dump hard. Especially if it doesn't weigh itself out. And you can even go even further into the decimal places and go like into the dollar and see even more. Like, I'll see if I can do an example. So say if I went, I hope this doesn't cut it out. It's not cut out, is it?
No, you're still here.
Cool. Sweet. Alright. So if I have a look now, I'll go to Dogecoin just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
So if I go to the market, have a look at Doge USDT, and I have a look at the order book. I've got the order book at 0.001. So if you go further back down than zero, like by the millionth, I think it's going by the 100,000s. The thing's going way too quick to look at it. So you drop it down a bit further, and I can see in the order book that there's 2 million Dogecoin getting ready to sell, and they're battling against 499,000 at the price of 26.8. So somewhere in between there. So if you go to the next one, I know there's another 4 million Doge getting bought between 67 and 66. But there's 3 million. So in a way, me looking at this right now, it's going to go up.
And definitely, there's a lot of projection for Dogecoin to the upside, as we did have a complete recovery from when Dogecoin had that initial correction down to around 18 or 17 cents, I believe it was. That's when Bitcoin did fall below $50,000, which was pretty bad, but it seems as though things have recovered for the better. Bitcoin is right below $54,000, still trying to battle its way out at $53,900, and Dogecoin is still below 27 cents. It seems as though we have been going sideways for the past hour or so in the live stream. It kind of did turn into a kind of a podcast, like just a voiceover. So I don't know, maybe this might be better. Maybe this is like we can have like just a talk about Dogecoin for hours, so I don't have to worry about like getting ready or anything. Like I can just do a voiceover, and it's like a podcast, and we could just keep it going like that, and like see how far like it goes, and maybe like every so often when I'm feeling good, like I'll do like my video, and if things are going well towards the connection. But it seems as though when I tinkered with it just a little bit, it seems to be running smoothly now. So hopefully everyone watching is watching currently and staying tuned to what's going on. So we're really excited to see where the rest of the week is heading. We do have a lot coming up in the remainder of April. It just seems like April went so quickly, and now we are nearly in the month of May. I did name out that May was going to be a very bullish month for the cryptocurrency markets. We have the shorts ending for Bitcoin at the end of the month. We have very high price projections coming up for the cryptocurrency markets. So we are definitely in the beginning stages for this bull run. I cannot stress that enough. $64,000 for Bitcoin is just the beginning. Bitcoin has just set its feet in the waters, and it's just getting excited. So where do you see Bitcoin going, Doge Democracy?
Well, I'm hoping it's going to stay sideways.
So you can accumulate as much as you can.
That's right. And when you see it drop that hard too, you're just like, ooh, I feel sorry for some people. But it's just like anyone new into the game, it's sort of like pretty normal. I watched Bitcoin go from, what did it hit? It went 27,000, I think, on the peak. It's just before, it was like a couple of years before I got into it. So I watched it go from 8,000 to 4,000, back to 8 to 16, drop back to 10, 13 back to 10, 14 back to 10. And then I just saw a tweet or something on YouTube one day that said, "Oh, bye-bye Bitcoin at 10,000." I went, "Oh no!" That's when I realized I did wrong. Trying to accumulate Bitcoin instead of just holding it.
Yeah,
which I would have been.
You just wanted to chase. You just wanted to chase, and that's the same thing that happened with me, because it didn't dawn upon me until Bitcoin hit $40,000, and I'm saying to myself, well, I bought at $20,000, but I'm not really, completely taken by it. So should I go all in on it? Should I sell my organs? Should I should I mortgage my house? I didn't know how much of an importance that cryptocurrency has now become. Looking back on it now, you definitely always look back on the price of cryptocurrencies and say, well, man, I definitely should have put another $1,000, or well, man, I should have put that 500 in when I said I was going to. So when we do actually FOMO in, it's a lot more. It's a lot more hard on us because then your portfolio goes into the red a lot easier because you were buying up at a higher price. So if you're not too scared about that short-term volatility, because you will have a lot more volatility if you are buying in at these peak levels, buying at the dip and buying cryptocurrencies at a lower price value is where you want to make your entries. So then, when we have that rally back up, you will be a nice percentage increase up on your investment. That is the whole point of you investing a large amount for a nice return in cryptocurrencies. If you are trying to day trade and just make a little bit of profit from the markets. And that is, oh, sorry.
You're right.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you bought, say, Bitcoin at 4,000, held it, you'd be happy right now. If you bought Dogecoin at 5 cents right before, or even under that, you'd be happy. So
you'd be quite happy.
Everything that very happy. Like it's like every time I look at it, I'm just like, why do I panic when things go down? I know why, because I'm new to the space. And then you hear about FOMO, and then you look up Google, fear of missing out. Oh, shit. I don't want to miss out. And then you FOMO in it, and then you see the FUD, and you're just like, holy crap. I'm in two different minds right now. What do I do? And the best thing for anyone to do is just hold it.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Hold it.
So less stressful.
Yeah.
And then you have to separate. You're not a day trader. You're just a day looker. Like you wake up in the morning, you check your stocks. You're like, oh, took a bit of a bite then. Probably should have sold. And then you'll either do two things. You'll sell, or you'll hold.
Yeah.
And then, if I was to work out the average, 99% of my sales have gone up since I've sold them. And sometimes I just sell just the currency, like say ADA, I sold 25% of my share, so I could make 25% because I knew it would go up. Because you sort of just run on that motion. I'll sell a little bit and I bet you it'll go up. Oh, I was right again. So yeah, so there's no point. There's either, if you're going to sell, never sell 50% of your worth, just a little bit under maybe. If you're really dead set sure that it's going to drop like no belief, then sell 75%.
Right.
You got to keep some of it.
Right, and there was a really interesting thing I heard that from one of the YouTubers that if you're up 200, 300% on one of these cryptocurrencies, it really wouldn't hurt to actually take a little bit off the table. So then if you do have a dip, you'd have some capital on the side to buy back in that dip.
Yeah, definitely. If you think it's going to drop hard, if you saw Dogecoin going from 45 cents or 47 cents at the peak and sold it, and watch it drop all the way down to 17 cents. That's why it went up, because they're like, oh, what am I going to do with the hundreds of thousands of dollars, or what am I going to do with it? And then you're like, oh, Dogecoin's 17 cents. Well, hang on, I bought that. Yep. If I do the math properly, stuff it, I'm going to buy back in. And look, it just went from 17 cents to, it's pretty steady around 27, I'd say.
Super far.
Again, well, there you go, you're like, hang on, I just, what's 17 plus 17? 35, 37 cents, and then it dropped down and made what, another 50% gain.
My most recent live stream, when I did have to take those few days off, we had the viewer ask what was my short-term price projection for Dogecoin, and at that time Dogecoin was at 0.62 cents. That was 0.62 cents. We were at 6 cents, below 7 cents when I had made my last live stream, and this was 2 live streams ago. And he asked me, what was my short-term price projection for Dogecoin? And I said, well, you can't really give short-term price projections for Dogecoin because it's very volatile, and we can drop back down to below 6 cents. That's what I actually said. And Dogecoin actually went up to 9 cents just a couple days after that. So there's absolutely no way I could have predicted that Dogecoin was going to pass its all-time high, exponentially pass its all-time high to go all the way up to 48 cents per Dogecoin after just being around 11, 12 cents.
That's why I like it, because it plays on my anxiety quite well.
It does play with your anxiety watching those crypto portfolios move in the right direction. And we are having Bitcoin currently still at the $54,000 region, right at $53,800. Dogecoin currently still below 27 cents, right at 26.8, and Ethereum still at 2,500, 25.21. The crypto markets are looking good into the evening as other countries are starting to wake up. I know I did have viewers all the way from Nigeria one time, as well as Canada. Yes, Canada and India at one time. So we are well spread out across the world for Dogecoin and all of our other cryptocurrencies. So if you think that this is only happening in a small space, cryptocurrency has literally spread entirely across the globe. So from here, it's only going to expand even more.
Yeah, it's well, that's what I mean. Like, Dogecoin's broken all the rules. It really has. Like, if you were say 6 months ago, have you heard of Dogecoin? Everyone would say no. Have you heard of Bitcoin? Yeah, I think I've heard of it. But then if you go today and go, have you heard of Bitcoin? They'll be like, yeah, isn't that Gold 2.0 or something sort of talking about? And then you hear, oh, have you heard of Dogecoin? And then you're like, oh, isn't that Elon Musk bloody coin that he's talking about? And if someone says Elon Musk before anything, you know that it's big. Just like his Twitter followers, the whole rumor that he was going to put Elon Musk didn't put a halftime advert at the Super Bowl, but he did tweet an old Dogecoin meme at halftime. So either way, like he says, he's got our back and he's gonna do what he says. He didn't have a halftime advert, but he got something out at halftime. So that's like saying, I'm gonna buy a Ferrari, but all I can afford is this. So I hope you're happy. Oh yeah, I got a car. Sweet. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, with the
either way, I got a car.
with the backing of major names like Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, Snoop Dogg, Snickers, Slim Jim, the list just continues. I said that earlier in my live stream. There's just so much news. It's basically you really don't have to go over the news anymore because there's just going to be a new story coming out tomorrow. I mean, unless you're not covering that story, you literally have to follow every single thing that's happening every single day, and it's hard to keep up with the pace of the news that's happening. It seems as though the mass adoption for cryptocurrency is happening just as cryptocurrency is increasing in price. So everything happening with the price action for cryptocurrencies moving in the right direction definitely does play in correlation with the amount of people who are starting to adopt cryptocurrency as a means of payment, as a form of transaction, as a form of storing their value. Bitcoin being the main form of storing your value, and Dogecoin being the cryptocurrency where you can transact in value and use for day-to-day purchases. So we are going to be going quite far with where things are going. Do keep that in mind. This is the beginning stages of how when the internet first started and you had to wait for the internet to turn on. Yes, that was called dial-up. You had to wait to be connected to the internet in order for you to stream websites.
I remember that. I was a kid. I remember it was amazing. Amazing that my friend could play with my other friend. That was like 4 doors down. You know what I mean? Like, it was amazing.
That was the best 10 minutes of my life of anticipation, knowing that I could go on the internet within the next 10 minutes. So I was always excited to go online.
And no one could use the phone.
I know. I'm sorry. Doge Democracy. Oh, Doge Democracy just brought the truth out. Oh my goodness. You could not even use the phone when you were on the internet. You could not receive phone calls. You could not send out phone calls because you were on the main line.
And my dad had a thing called conference call. And as soon as I found out that, my mate, and I said, "Oh, just wait, mate, then you come in later." It was like the most amazing thing ever. But then
Oh
you'd
my
go on the internet
goodness.
and no one could use anything. Like, that was it.
Oh my goodness, sorry.
And that's the time. And that was even the time when kids were on the phone, not just on Facebook. They were talking to each other. You know, they were completely different era. Completely different.
This was a completely different time, gents.
It was.
Oh my goodness.
Real. If kids only knew today.
Oh my God, if they only knew what we had to go through. And you know, I'm only in my mid-20s, so it's like, well gosh, is it really almost 2025? Like, I didn't notice how fast time was moving, and how integrated we've become with technology, and just how advanced it's become. It's just crazy how just the past 10 years with the flip phones and the touchscreen phones and everything coming out just within the last 10 years. And to now see cryptocurrency coming out within the last 12 years, Bitcoin being that in 2009, it just taking off, and it being the second Internet 2.0, and humans being able to transact their value through the internet, and having it being instant.
Kids would be blown away that there was black and white television. They didn't think anything was not in color.
Right, definitely.
Yeah, and if there wasn't record players and DJs, then they wouldn't even know what a record was. So, buttons, touchscreens. They hate buttons. They hate power buttons on their iPhones and stuff. That's all we had.
Right.
Sometimes we had to go to the TV, actual TV, and turn a dial to change the channel. We were the remotes. The kids were the remotes for our parents.
Yes. And I just love this because it's not in a sense that Bitcoin is destroying the dollar, because Bitcoin is destroying the dollar, but the dollar has destroyed itself. I think, and Bitcoin has just initiated what is already, it's just the straw on the camel's back. You know, the dollar has already been broken down, and Bitcoin's just like, okay, well, you're done. I'll finish you off. So here you go.
Yeah.
And it's just as you explained. We had television from black and white to color, from flat screens to touch screens, television. You now have a TV on your refrigerator. So if you wanted to watch the, what do you need to buy for its depletion in your refrigerator, it's now a touchscreen computer on the front screen of your refrigerator. So not even do we have technology going into what we consume and how we consume, but it's also being changed into the upgrading of money to cryptocurrency. So money has not been completely destroyed. Money has just been upgraded, as everything else in society has been upgraded through technology. Our money and our system of value and transacting in value has been upgraded. That is all that Bitcoin is. And so for people to understand that, for people to start adopting that as quickly as possible, to understand that cryptocurrency is the new form of payment, then I think we're going to start to have that large mass adoption of 5-10% of world population utilizing cryptocurrency, because keep in mind, we are still under 2% of people. 2%. 2% of people in the entire globe are currently utilizing cryptocurrency for a means of payment, a means of trading. There is less than 2% of the global population that is currently using cryptocurrency. So just think when it gets to 3%. Think how much Dogecoin is going to be. Think how much Dogecoin is going to be when it gets to 3%. When it gets to 5%. When it gets to 10%. Just 10%. And there is well over 10% of the world population who is a younger generation. And the younger generations are the generation that is going to take over. It's the generation that is fully integrated within technology, and their money is going to be integrated within technology through Bitcoin and through these other cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
So
it's not like our kids would be slapping us in the face pretty much now if we didn't have a Dogecoin or a Bitcoin wallet for them, waiting for them when they turn 18.
Definitely true.
That's what it's like. Even after Corona, I don't even think kids have seen banknotes anymore. Like, they're doing everything online, for one. And everything has to be easy or they won't do it. That's just, like, even the way, like, say my partner with our kids, like, the way she looks after them is like, they're not going to get a job. They're not going to make their own sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. Like, if you can get online with Amazon and just buy this electric toothbrush whenever they want something because you give them pocket money or something, they'll love it. Because they didn't have to. They can pretty much see what the weather is while they're laying in bed trying to wake up. Where we used to have to go outside or look out the window. We had to get out of bed. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to do anything, get your license. You had to go. You had to go to the RTA, what we call it, road traffic. You had to go there.
But Doge democracy, I do think anything you say at this point, people are going to believe. Because coming all the way from Australia, you guys, Doge democracy is just the best person ever created on this earth. Doge democracy has shown me the light. Doge democracy has shown me that, he's shown me through cryptocurrency that the world is not over. The world is not damned yet, and with your accent, as well as cryptocurrency, we are going to far, far places. So Bitcoin is currently at $53,700, still having that selling pressure right below $54,000. Dogecoin right at 26 cents, 26.6 currently at the moment. We are looking for 27 cents for Dogecoin, pushing back up to 30 cents for a nice area of consolidation for Dogecoin to be trading around. And we have Ethereum right at 2,500, currently trading at 2,513. So the cryptocurrency markets are doing really well after that correction that we had. I'm fully surprised to see that we had that major turnaround after that FUD that we had. Do not believe the FUD in the markets.
No. That's why they call it FUD. It's quicker to say so you can spread it.
It is just fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That is what they like to dish out to people. They like to dish out the fear, uncertainty, doubt because they want to keep people uncertain about where they should make the right choices, because cryptocurrency is the right choice. So they know if a lot of people start to make the right choice through cryptocurrency, a lot of people are going to start taking stance on their financial situation. They're going to start taking control over their private keys. And that's going to completely change the way that we go about our finances. That's going to completely crumble the current banking system that we are living in. So things are definitely going to be switched around when we start to have that mass adoption for cryptocurrency.
Yeah, well, pretty cool.
Doge Democracy, what? Sorry, I was going to ask Doge Democracy a question, but we have a comment. Big Show 82, yo, hello, Big Show 82. It is good to have you on this live stream this wonderful evening for Dogecoin. It actually turned into kind of a podcast premiere with Doge Democracy for the first time, but Doge Democracy is joining us all the way from Australia. So welcome, Doge Democracy, and welcome to all of our new viewers on Cali Crypto 209.
Well, Big Show, he's got a question about cryptocurrency. He sounds like a skeptic, and I think I know who that is.
Big Show 209. Yeah, if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask any questions you have about the cryptocurrency markets. We have two well-endowed experts here. The main expert being Doge Democracy, of course. My experience in the cryptocurrency markets is well below 1 year, but I have learned a lot, fully applying myself into learning as much as I can about the cryptocurrency markets.
Yeah, well, you're more of a chart expert and future teller, but I'm the guy that will tell you what not to do.
Yes, oh, definitely. I definitely got that TA down just a little bit for its price analysis, and you definitely veer us in the right direction with your words. So we are happy to have you here at Doge Democracy.
With the Aussie slang.
Taking us out for the barbie and some prawns.
Yeah.
We love those prawns out of the barbie. I tell you, I got it completely down just like after a few tries. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah. No, you're literally doing it. Like, as soon as you heard me, it's like, oh yeah, it'd be alright. You're like exactly the same. It's like, it's the best Australian accent imitation I've heard. Because everything's just like, yeah, I'm living out in the bush. And you're like,
yeah, mate. No, and I said that. It was funny because I actually said that. I said, you know, Doge Democracy, you remind me of Steve. And then when I thought about Steve, oh my, rest his soul. Oh Lord, rest in peace, Steve. When I thought about Steve, I just thought back to all the days that I watched Crocodile Hunter, and you know, you just subconsciously pick up on that. Good eye, mate, and you know, you subconsciously pick up on that, and it's just like in the back of your head, but like you don't really think about it until like someone actually asks you, hey, you speak in an Australian accent, and you're like, okay, well, let me try. It's just, I didn't know that, like, I subconsciously, like, took all that in when I was watching Crocodile Hunter, like, for all those years, but apparently I was, and I'm doing pretty well for myself now.
You're doing well. I reckon you're going to Walmart and you're like, from Australia, eh?
It's in the Outback, mate. It's the Outback. It's the Outback. It's not Walmart. Okay. Too far off the rails.
That's
Too far.
Don't fall off the wagon.
We are falling off. Oh my goodness.
And
Definitely what you want to stay tuned for, a little bit of laughs and giggles, as well as some pretty good content for the cryptocurrency markets. It is going into the
it's going to be great.
It's going to be really, really good. It's going into the evening here in California, just at 8 p.m. Pacific time. We are going well into the evening. It is looking really nice. I'm sure the week will be a really good trading week coming up for the cryptocurrency markets, as well as the stock market. We know AMC has been doing a little bit of movement. I am still holding my shares of AMC quite strong. I have not sold my AMC. I actually upped my position in AMC when we were actually around $9 and below. So definitely looking forward to that short squeeze in AMC, as well as my growth stocks. So if you are not diversified into the stock market, definitely think about it. Definitely think about diversifying your portfolio as much as you can, because it does help to play out if you are down in the stock market. Like we do have corrections for the stock market. You can be up on cryptocurrency, and if you're if you're down on cryptocurrency, but you can be up on the stock market. So you definitely want to hedge your portfolio as much as you can.
Yes.
Very, very important.
I don't call them dips. I don't like to call them dips. I call them discounts. So
Discounts. I like that. I like that.
Come and get your discount.
Come on and get your discount.
Get your discount.
Because it definitely is a shopping spree for me, because with the coronavirus and like everything being shut down, since I can't go out and like shop for clothes, I just go out and shop for cryptocurrency because like it's so much easier. So why not fill up my portfolio with as much cryptocurrency as I can instead of my closet. But don't get me wrong, I still like going shopping. I still do online shopping, so that's that kind of feeds my habit.
You will make more money off your Bitcoin, I think. So you just spill bourbon on that stuff, it's gone. Then you got dry cleaning costs. It's like owning a house. It's just too much inflation.
A lot of inflation that has been going around. We got a comment here. Big Show, just looking before. Wait, what? You put your big toe in Bitcoin pond. Is that right? Did I read that right? Just looking before I put my big toe in the Bitcoin pond. What does that mean?
He's testing the waters.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I was a little lost.
No, he's Australian.
He must be Australian. You see, you can't speak Australian to me, too. It's bad enough I have to speak Australian. Now you're going to type it to me. I got to read Australian, too.
We should imagine 2 Australians.
Oh, my goodness.
Actually, I've sent him a message saying I was going to be live, so he's probably here to, give me a bit. But
just looking for, actually, when I read it in an Australian accent, it kind of does sound like an Australian person.
Alright, read it. Read an Australian. Read it. Big toe. He's got a in the toe.
just looking to put my big toe in the pond. It's perfect. Like, it sounds like an Australian person just typed that. Like, if I'm just going crazy, like, I don't know what is going on right now. Like, he's putting his toe in the pond. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people want to put their toe in the pond. And, I mean, if you want to dip your toe in the pond, go for it. You know, that's just go for it. You know, that's all I got to say. Definitely dip your toe in Dogecoin before you dip your toe into other crypto.
What he's saying, mate, he's going to put his big toe in it, test the waters, and then you'll see what he'll do.
Too far off the rails. I'm completely just lost for words. I do apologize for my new viewers. They're like, what in the world is going on? For those, Cali Crypto 209, this is definitely subscribe if you have not. We're going to be giving you some really good content coming up within the next couple weeks.
You'll learn about stocks, learn how to speak Australian, and know a little bit about your culture. You're
going to learn a lot about Australian culture and Dogecoin. I hope we can integrate.
If you start asking questions about theories or myths that you've got over there, me and Big Show, we will let you know if it's true or not, or give you the truth about it. But that's just questions. But we want to talk about Doge.
We are here for Dogecoin. Yes, I know
that's what we're doing.
The viewers are here for Dogecoin, our favorite cryptocurrency in the cryptocurrency markets, going from around 1 cent price value up to an all-time high of 9 cents per coin. Passing that all-time high, trading around 11 and 12 cents. Dogecoin made it up to 48 cents per coin. So, Dogecoin having such a wide projection in price value, Dogecoin to $1 definitely does not seem impossible at this point. With all of the mass adoption that is happening and purchasing of cryptocurrency, we definitely can hope to see Dogecoin push through $1 and its all-time high with no problem at all. So Doge Democracy, how soon do you see Dogecoin trying to capture $1?
Well, I didn't think it was going to hit 45 cents this year.
Neither did I.
So, in saying that, like I said before, it's breaking all the rules. It's not running on any chart reading. It runs on tweets. It runs on popularity. It's a meme,
yes.
like people say.
Yes.
But now it's real. It's so freaking real right now.
Yes.
I can see a meme coin being under a cent, but not like 27 cents. You don't see that every day. It just doesn't happen. So it's breaking all the rules. It's doing everything you didn't think it was going to do. So, yeah, it's not financial advice, but
not financial advice. No, not at all. And what was interesting about Dogecoin as well, that I did find out in the news, is that how you can have these cryptocurrencies being mined before they're actually introduced to the public. So how Ethereum was actually being mined and accumulated before people could actually purchase Ethereum. The same thing was not done for Dogecoin. So people did not have time to accumulate Dogecoin before it was on the blockchain, before you could actually trade Dogecoin. There was not mass holders of Dogecoin, when it was being mined. So when Dogecoin was put onto the blockchain, whoever was mining Dogecoin was being paid out in Dogecoin in that moment. No one was accumulating Dogecoin before it was actually introduced. So that was something that was really, really interesting towards the distribution and towards who's actually holding Dogecoin in this current moment.
Yeah, it's like it's the same script as Litecoin.
Right. And Litecoin and Dogecoin can actually be mined in the same kind of, when you're mining, it could be mined at the same time. Dogecoin and Litecoin, Dogecoin being a fork off of Litecoin, and Litecoin coming from Lucky Coin. There's so many forks off of Bitcoin that have happened that has got us to Dogecoin. But we are doing really, really good. So having these forks off of your cryptocurrency and actually having it be a successful cryptocurrency really means a lot.
Yeah, it's I can't say. It's like what is it? It's like a newborn baby. You just want to protect it and look after it.
Yes.
But you don't want anyone to be mean about it either. Like, did you just call my baby ugly? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you just get, when the passion gets involved, and you see other people getting passionate about it, like, Dogecoin is just that, I find it, like, I always saw Bitcoin as, like, the empire, like, it's going to take over governments and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah. But the last thing Dogecoin is that's his little brother trying to do the same thing, but in the background. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little brother, he's got the knife ready to stab on him in front of the coin, you know what I mean? Like, he's like a protector. He's like, I think Dogecoin has made Bitcoin bigger, to be honest.
I would agree to that.
And I think Dogecoin has opened the world up to people learning about money. And the first thing you should look up is when Nixon, in 1971, changed America from gold standard to a fiat currency. And then when you learn about fiat currency, it's more of like, well, it's just like me going, oh, you want a loan? All right, just sign an IOU. That's what it is. But digital currencies have been around for a long time. We can look at banks that are golden stories and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, but that was all manipulated. That was decentralized, which that was centralized. Sorry, so it was between. All you had to do was like the Reserve Bank go, "Hey, government, sort of stuffed up here. Can I like have a couple of billion out of the taxpayers' money to get back afloat?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, just sign this. And like when they started like lending money to China and other countries, they're like, okay, here's $100 billion, but you need to owe $120 billion. Oh, that's fine. I'll do that. No problem. And then bang, they can't pay it back. It's like, oh, okay, we'll lend you another $100 billion plus the interest you owe us. You just sign that IOU. Literally, they had nothing to back it. What did they give them? A couple of zeros and ones on a computer. And apparently that's been happening. Like, I'm not getting political, but apparently that's been happening in Canada a lot.
Definitely.
So,
and
the way it just
sorry. We are still in the beginning stages of everything being adopted and everything happening. So we do have to be patient and take everything as it comes out. We have another comment here from Broker. All still first generation cryptos. Slow, high fees, etc. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier about Ethereum and them still having the gas fees and being still a little bit slower. But Ethereum
Do you know
is.
who Broker is?
Oh no, I'm not too sure. Welcome, Broker. Thank you for joining us.
Broker is an absolute legend, and he works with Bluehead Dave.
Really?
I think that's. I'm pretty sure that's Bluehead Dave's co-host.
Really? Oh my God. Well, welcome, Broker. Thank you for joining us. Love to have you.
Absolute legend. I gotta say that.
love to have you here. We do know about Blue Hair Dave. I've spoken to Blue Hair Dave before. Very nice gentleman. So definitely lovely to have you on the live stream. What was he talking about?
We're starstruck.
Oh, we were on the gold standard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's your thoughts on that anyway? Because when I started learning about money, I started hearing about
Right.
like the US dollar Ponzi scheme, as they call it.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, just learning about that and how Nixon pretty much saved us, I guess.
Well,
it was the right thing to do, but not as moral as it should be, if that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, it's just that the states would no longer use gold, as a backing. It would be the dollar. So, and then after that, I mean, all they could do is just really print more. So I mean, and so if you're just continuing to print more and more and more and more dollars, it's just going to it's going to crumble in on itself. And I mean, there's so many stories covering the crumbling of the dollar, the deflation of the inflation of the dollar, and everything like that. But you really have to be solely integrated into that form of finance to really understand what's happening and how cryptocurrency is actually it's actually keeping, I wouldn't say it's keeping the dollar alive in the way, because yes, we're still going to have the dollar here. I mean, eventually we do want to switch to full digital payments, but we're still going to need the US dollar. We're still going to have to transact value with the USD for some time. It's just inevitable. It's just going to happen. That's set in stone. Until we can have the mass switch from technology to digital currencies, then the US dollar is going to be here for the next 10 to 20 years. It's going to be a substantial amount of time until we can see that inflation just being so out of the roof that we're definitely going to have the crumbling of that system and the switch and to complete use of cryptocurrency.
Nice. Do you want to invite Broker onto the stream?
Definitely. Broker just said I admin for Blue Hair Dave, so look at that. We have Doge Democracy here for Crypto209. Not too big of a channel at the moment, but we are moving as far as we can go. I love having Doge Democracy here. I bet this is probably the best Dogecoin live channel who has an Australian-speaking Dogecoin lover on their live stream. So if you want to learn about Dogecoin and learn more Australian, definitely stay tuned to Crypto209. But definitely, Broker, I am so happy to have you here. So happy to see where we will be going within the next few weeks. So, Bitcoin currently holding at $53,600, a slight correction from $54,000. Not too bad, as Bitcoin is still above $51,000 and $52,000 currently. Dogecoin is still in this huge area of consolidation, right at 20. Whoops. Let me pull up the chart here. I have all my charts at 26.6 cents. Dogecoin has been at 26.6 for quite some time. Almost the entirety of our live stream, Dogecoin has been in this area of consolidation, but that is really good as we make areas of consolidation that will determine if the price is going lower or if the price is going higher for a breakout. So Doge Democracy, is Dogecoin ready for a breakout?
Well, not being financial advice.
Not financial advice, but is Dogecoin ready for a breakout?
Yes, order book's looking okay. But, you know, this coin doesn't run by rules, so you don't know what it's going to do. But I just suggest buying and holding it. That's probably my advice. When it gets to that point where you feel like it's time to sell and you've got enough profits of it, then yeah, sell it off if you have to. But
We like those profits, mate, don't we?
yeah, we do, mate. Freaking awesome, mate.
But I have not taken my profits from Dogecoin.
Oh God!
I'm sorry, Ken. Okay.
You are so good at it, though. You're so good at it.
It's like two Australian people, like, oh my God.
Good time, mate. Good time.
Take your time, mate. Take your time. All right. Okay. Oh, good day, mate. Good day. Oh, man. Okay. Bring it back. Bring it back, mate. Okay. I think Dogecoin is spiking because we're going off the rails and Dogecoin is just spiking right now. I mean, we're going off the wagon, mate. Okay.
Roll, mate.
I haven't got all of the lingo down, but as you can see, I am learning as much as I can from Doge Democracy.
Literally one day. Just nailed it.
Oh my goodness, we're just going too off the rails. Okay. A broker says, I am currently working on an NFT. I can't really chat. Oh, okay. Just listening.
That's okay.
That's perfectly fine. I will comment every now and again. Broker, that is 100%. We are so happy to have you here joining us on the live stream this evening. NFTs, Doge Democracy, non-fungible tokens.
The old
What does the non-fungible token mean to Doge Democracy?
It means buy Ethereum.
It means buy Ethereum. It means buy Ethereum. It means buy Decentraland. It means buy Polygon. It means buy all of these other virtual world cryptocurrencies. Is that what it means?
That's what it means, but go for the good ones.
It could possibly mean that because non-fungible tokens have another comment from Broker. Such Aussie. Very funny. I'm telling you, this entire verse of cryptocurrency has just got memes within memes. So if you know,
that's what it's done.
We're off the wagon, mate. We left the Bobby.
We left the barbecue, we're off to the wagon.
We're here drinking a few beers, hanging out. Hanging out at the bonfire, just here with a few mates. It's such Aussie and it's very funny. All right, so I have completely lost my mind. I don't even know what is going on right now. This has turned into definitely a different live stream that I had expected and anticipated. But I
knew it. I knew it was going to be like this.
I knew it was going to be 100%. Oh my gosh.
You put me in front of a mic. Even Breakout would tell you, I had my mate ring me the other day when I was on Blue Head Dave, and he's like, you know what, you're cutting them off a fair bit. He goes, I don't really like that. I went, was I? It's so delayed, I wasn't know if I was cutting anyone off. I was just talking, and then, yeah. If I ever cut you off, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, definitely. I definitely have a hard time with that because, like, I can never close my mouth sometimes, and I just keep on rambling, so I definitely have tried to let the conversation play out and give my 2 cents and then give
Keep it PG, mate.
give the other person a chance to put their 2 cents in, mate, yeah.
Yeah, don't want anyone to put 2 cents in. Unless they're putting it in Doge, but it's got to be more than 2 cents. You're going to put like
so
$500.
Is all right a thing that they say out in Australia? All right.
All right.
All right. I mean, all right. Yeah. Is that something that is used frequently in Australia? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like it's used more than all right, but.
Yeah, it's like Matthew McConaughey saying
All right.
It's
Okay.
like,
All right.
yeah, all right.
I can't even break the accent. I can't even break the accent now that I'm asking questions in the Australian accent. So please bear with me.
Well, not much different. You just like like if I was to talk like an American, I just put my R's in there.
We definitely sound professional, don't we?
Yeah, even Kermit the Frog is American. Like, he goes, yo, everybody, yo. I'm Kermit the Frog.
It's good to have that laid-back vibe in our lingo, so I'm definitely excited to have Doge Democracy teaching me the right way to
teach you the ropes, man.
Yes. Put us in the right direction. Put us on the right rocket, taking us off to the moon. So Bitcoin is having to the moon, a little bit of a pullback for Bitcoin, right at $53,500. Bitcoin is having a pretty hard area of consolidation, right at $53,000. I do see Bitcoin recapturing $55,000 within the next couple days. It should not be too hard for Bitcoin to be trading around $55,000. Up to the $57,000 region is where a very important level, that Fibonacci retracement for Bitcoin to bounce off of in order to push up to that all-time high once again. And Dogecoin still at 26 cents, trading at 26.59. Still holding. Dogecoin is having a lot of strength. Dogecoin has went up hundreds of percent these past couple weeks, all the way from 5 cents to 9 cents, the all-time high, passing the all-time high, pushing up to 48 cents for Dogecoin.
So, did you put PG-15 or whatever it is over there on your stream, or is it adults only?
Wait, put what, 15?
PG? Is it?
Oh, PG-13?
Is that what you said? Oh, PG-13.
I think it's actually in the selection not made for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we do a curse or do anything like that, it is already in the selection for not made for kids.
Yeah, right. So if we swear, we have to apologise like I have been.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, no, actually, I don't think you do have to.
You could get monetized. Even Broke would know this one. He could tell us a lot about this one.
Well,
there's certain things you can say and certain things you can't.
Right.
Now where I'll probably say not know.
Right. Well, I'm pretty sure I said no. It's not made for kids. I can look back into the live stream right here and see.
Yeah, check it out. Just make sure.
Yeah. Let me pull that up. But I'm pretty sure adults only.
Doge screen.
Yeah, no, we're not going to the OnlyFans territory. But we are still in the. Yeah, I think we are still.
Rated PG-13.
Let me see here. Yeah. No, it's not made for kids. Age restriction. No, I don't have. Oh.
Yeah, right.
Wait. Oh, is that what you meant? Yes,
Yeah.
restrict my video to viewers over 18?
No, don't do that.
Oh, don't do
People
that?
Signed in, can't get in.
Right.
Because you have to sign into YouTube once you watch something.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, Trenton Sanderson, he was getting some naughty content. Trenton Sanderson was only 17.
17?
Yes, he was playing the books. You were supposed to be 18 to listen to Crypto209.
His form.
Right, but I did remember he said it was his birthday coming up soon, so I did wish him a happy birthday. I completely remember like everything that happened in that live stream, and that was like the third or fourth live stream I think, which was, you know, it feels like ages ago, but it was just a couple weeks ago.
Honestly, can't remember what we're talking about.
I
10 minutes
know. It's crazy.
We all know why. Isn't that right?
We all know why. There's democracy. Inside joke. Definitely, broker. I'm definitely excited to have you on the live stream a lot more. I think we did pretty good today, Doge Democracy. What do you think?
You should go on Bluehead Dave's stream and have a talk about it. Because you're pretty, like, Broker's listening. She is really knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Like, really knowledgeable. Like, if you want someone, like, to give you a rundown on any sort of stock or any sort of crypto, Crypto209 stream every 6 days.
Every 6 days. No, I actually live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with the off days. If we are having a nice run up for the cryptocurrency markets, I do try and get in on the live stream as much as I can.
Yes. We both had illnesses, so that's sort of like delayed everything.
Right. That did delay the live streams just a little bit, but we are back up in health and ready to give you guys updated live streams as follows. Oh, a broker commented, said we should make an Aussie Doge fork. Dingo coin. You know, I was thinking about. I said we should definitely make our own altcoin and just have it like take off to the freaking moon. That'd be crazy.
Well, Bluehead Dave, he come up with the idea. Well, I come up with these nuts coin.
Right.
But
he says.
Dave come up with.
He says
shit fuck coin.
The emblem could be a dingo carrying a baby away.
We're talking about that. Because we're talking about it in like behind the scenes of Bluehead Dave. You say it. Like even that the lady that said that baby took my dingo.
That's perfect.
Proven in court.
That's perfect. Oh my god. And have a dingo carrying a baby away. Oh my god. That is just perfect.
No one believed it, the poor girl. Yeah, but that could be the name of the coin. Dingo took my
wait, no. This is... There's no way. This is blue-haired Dave commenting. Is this really blue-haired Dave? No way. Blue Hair Dave.
I can't see.
Blue Hair Dave is on Cali Crypto209. Like, this is crazy. This is unimaginable right now. Blue Hair Dave says, I had dental surgery today. Can't talk. Oh, Blue Hair Dave, definitely. I'm so sorry you got those wisdom teeth taken out. We know being doped up on those meds is pretty hard to give a live stream after coming from the dentist. So
yeah, but we could do conspiracy theories like you wouldn't believe. I love that. Like, yeah, man. When I was high on cocaine, I saw you at the.
I started this new crypto called Dogecoin. And it just took off. It took off. It passed Dogecoin. It passed Litecoin.
Yeah. well, shit fuck coin is good. I know.
I think Blue Hair Dave just said that. Oh my god. I hadn't even known what that was, so
yeah.
You see, like, there's just there's so much there.
I reckon Louis laughing his head off right now.
There's so many cryptos that I haven't even heard about, and I'm sure are going to be created quite soon. And if they do go to the moon, it's going to be quite interesting to see their crash back down to Earth.
Yeah, well, the number one coin out there, KuCoin, is slowly getting taken over by WeCoin. That's number one.
Oh, WeCoin is WeCoin another one too?
Yeah, it's taken over number 2 coin.
Mary Coin, hey, you got that Mary Coin? I got that Mary Coin. That would be the day.
Everyone's sort of like, everyone has the urge to go number 1 coin all the time, more than over number 2 coin, which is KuCoin.
When you can use your Mary Coin to buy marijuana. Look at that. You see?
It will be done.
I am being very innovative there, aren't I? Like.
This bilingual chat is going on.
All right, man. All right. Blue Hair Dave just says. Blue Hair Dave just says, I just got back from Mexico. Blue Hair Dave, I hope you did not have dental surgery in Mexico. Please be safe.
I think he said he got it in Tijuana and he recommends it. Did I say that?
I definitely would not recommend a root canal in Tijuana. Just to be safe.
Wash your mouth out with tequila.
You might
give you the worms so you
you might want to double check that dentist to make sure they're not just pushing teeth, to make sure they're not pushing a few bags of cocaine as well.
Yeah, tell him if he was asleep just to make sure there's no scars around the kidney area.
Blue Hair Dave says we really are going to do that coin. So he's really backing his cryptocurrency.
He's high.
Blue Hair Dave has had a little bit too much Mary Coin, and Blue Hair Dave is going to the moon.
Yeah, something's coming out of his moon. Shit fuck coin.
Oh, this is great. This is awesome. This is probably the best live stream for Cali Crypto209. We have Bitcoin still having that slight pullback at 53,500, still trading at 53,571. Dogecoin still at 26 cents, still at 26.6. It is not wanting to break out of this area of consolidation right at 0.26. If Dogecoin can have this breakout from this area of consolidation, we will be trending downwards for a correction, or we will be trending upwards, taking off, going to the moon. So we are hoping for Dogecoin to break out of this area of consolidation to see where we will be trading. Ethereum has fell below 2,500, currently at 24.98. Ethereum is still looking really bullish and very strong. I do have a $3,000 price projection for Ethereum, so do keep that in mind if you are still bullish on the cryptocurrency markets. Doge Democracy, are you still bullish currently on the cryptocurrency markets?
Yeah, the altcoins. Bitcoin looks like it's having a down day today. So if you go to the daily chart, you'll notice it's in red.
Right.
So it's not doing too well. But if it can stay on a moderate pace like this, I think altcoin season might take off. Finally.
Definitely. I do think alt season 2021 is definitely about 25% through the way. I mean, we did have a nice run up in January, and then we really saw the movement in February into March, with Bitcoin hitting that all-time high of $64,000. So definitely still in the beginning stages towards the movement in the altcoin market. So there is a lot of...
I'm just a little bit worried, only because NFTs and stuff like that.
Right.
Ethereum might take half of this altcoin season on, but like you got a backing. I've noticed Key. There's another one for you, actually.
Oh,
if you look
Key.
at Key. Key is backed by Ethereum and USDT. So
okay.
not much of a backing,
Mm-hmm.
but if Ethereum pumps like I think it's going to do, actually, I really do think it might take 25% of this old market. Like, it really will. I'm hoping it doesn't. I really don't, because Ethereum is not backed by Doge. You can't buy Ethereum with Doge, but you can buy a lot of... This is why I think... I might be speculating a little bit. A lot of people have told me I'm wrong. But I really think Dogecoin could be the stable coin for Earth.
Right.
The standard, the backing dollar.
That's a good way of looking at it.
So when you look at it, it doesn't have a market cap. Well, we don't have a market cap to our population either. So when you look at it, so if it's going to be Earth, wouldn't it be backed by unspeculated population?
Yes, and I did mention that as Bitcoin being the store of value, as the form of digital gold, and a lot of very wealthy investors holding their store of value as they do in gold in Bitcoin, and then the everyday person holding and transacting their value within Dogecoin and these other cryptocurrencies. So I definitely do see that happening with the integration of cryptocurrency on these online platforms where you're able to purchase items with cryptocurrency online and have things or have tip payments being paid with cryptocurrencies instead of using cash payments. And it's really just the versatility and the use case of cryptocurrency. It can be sent a lot faster to someone than having them wait 3 to 5 days for a transfer to be initiated.
Yeah, it's all like that. You use the way I look at it. You'll use Bitcoin to buy a house. You buy Bitcoin to buy a Ferrari. You know what I mean? Like all these big transactions that usually take 5 days to clear anyway.
Right.
And in most cases, you've got like a cooling down period where you buy a house 30 days later, you can just pull out. You know what I mean? So now it's going to be transferred to half an hour because that's about how long Bitcoin has to. But as soon as you send that Bitcoin, that's it anyway. So that's how I look at it. It's going to be like you're going to buy a Tesla, you're going to buy solar power, you're going to buy a house, you're going to buy a garage, building supplies, like all these big things that you can wait half an hour to pay for. You know what I mean?
And a garage is a very big thing.
Yeah, garage. You gotta get a garage.
You gotta have a garage to store your mining equipment for cryptocurrency. Mining equipment. That's another Australian vocabulary written down in my handbook.
You know what's funny? I watch so much American TV and stuff like that. Like it's just another nature to me. Like you're listening to Australia, like it's like I come from a third world country, which is funny. It's just funny because I love it because you've never heard it, so you've never come over to Australia and actually had the culture shock. So that you're having the culture shock right now. It's like sitting down with an Aussie. It's like sitting down with an Aussie having a beer with him. You know what I mean? Like,
we need this Aussie coin.
Construction.
We need this Aussie coin.
Dingo coin.
This dingo coin is going to take off, mate. I mean, it's going to go places.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Oh man. Okay.
There's not a million people watching this right now. I'll be so giggling to myself while watching this.
Blue Hair Dave actually checked out for the night. Have a good night. Gotta go do some work. Thank you, Blue Hair Dave, for joining us. That was amazing having Blue Hair Dave on the live stream. Thank you, Blue Hair Dave, so much for tuning in on the live stream. It was so wonderful to have you.
To me, having Blue Hair Dave on here is like having this guy is amazing.
That was great. He
really is.
That was truly wonderful.
Just having him comment and stuff like that. Oh, that's Bluey. I talk properly. Don't be stupid. Yeah.
Come on, mate.
That's good. Man, when Broken come in, he made me feel like that. And when Blue come in, I was just like, oh shit. Oh, hot water now. So he's a little bit higher, so it's not too bad.
It turned out really well. Really well. I think we are having a little bit of action for Dogecoin.
Nice.
Nice, real nice, mate. Let's see here. Oh, a little bit of a... actually, a little bit of a pull down. Dogecoin falling to 26.5, actually, with a sharp correction. Dogecoin with a little bit of a sell-off. I do think that we are having that recovery quite easily, even with Dogecoin having that slight retracement. But this is exactly what I was saying. If we were in that consolidation area right at 0.26, and Dogecoin is breaking out right now. It'll be in an area of consolidation, and if it's going to break out in the downwards position or in the upwards trajectory, it'll do so. And Dogecoin broke down for just a sec to 26.5, and now Dogecoin is trying to push through 27 cents once again. So it does look as though Dogecoin is in an upwards channel, trying to push back up to 30 cents, which is truly amazing to see. All right, Doge Democracy, I don't know about you, but my voice is like all but completely going out. We are nearly 3 hours into the premiere with Doge Democracy. Doge Democracy, thank you so much for being here this wonderful evening.
I love being here. It's a really great space to be in.
I loved having you. I think this was one of the most interesting live streams that I have had in quite some time. Oh, look, I just edited the music. Things got serious. This was...
so far.
This was one of the most, so far, this was one of the most interesting live streams that I have created thus far with Doge Democracy. So definitely stay tuned. We are ending at 9 p.m. Pacific time. We will be coming back at you with an updated live stream for the cryptocurrency markets. Oh gosh, that never gets old saying that. I think that is definitely my logo. If all the other YouTubers definitely have a logo, that is Cali Crypto 209's logo.
Yeah, well, the picture I gave you, like, for the, I gave that to Blue Hair Dave. I remember him enlarging it on his screen and going,
Yeah.
Like he loved it. And that was a gift. That was a gift to him, but you can have it since he's not using it anymore.
Well, thank you. It will definitely.
My daughter's done something else for me too. I can send you that as well. It's like a picture frame, and she's drawn the Doge dog on there.
Oh, definitely. I think you sent me that one. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that one was cute too. That one was cute. Yeah, we can definitely use that one too and put that on the live stream as well. So
we can use her as an artist because she's an incredible artist. She loves her anime artistry, so she's really, really good. But if you ever want a design of anything, say you want, because you said you wanted that, you wanted the Simba thing out of Lion King.
Yeah. Oh, that one was good. Yeah.
Yeah, but with everyone on there, I've been trying to do. I had an idea the other day to put Smurfs. I don't know if you've heard
the Smurfs.
Of Upshot. Yeah.
Upshot.
Upshot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Upshot's real good.
Yeah,
Shout out to Upshot.
Well, I was going to put a picture of him as Papa Smurf and all of us around.
Oh, that'd be perfect to have like all the Dogecoin people together.
Yeah, streamers. Yeah,
oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
You'd have Blue Hair Dave.
Yeah.
You'd have Crypto Batman as Goofy.
Final Stand.
Blue Head. Yeah.
We could have Matt on there. Oh, that'd be good. We could have like
Final Stand would be Smarty Smurf.
I know. We could have like this huge.
Brainy.
This huge like collaboration of like Dogecoin live streamers like all in one. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, if someone could. Yeah, that's because the Smash is like a really big family.
Right, it is. It is. We have multiple YouTubers who cover Dogecoin.
Yeah, but have Papa Upshot right in the front.
Right. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect because he is the father of Dogecoin.
Yeah.
He's probably the oldest Dogecoin investor in the market.
Then you could have like Blue Hair Dave.
Shout out to Upshot. We love Upshot. I watch Upshot all the time. He's great.
Isn't he good?
He's really, really good.
Daddy all the time, but I don't know if he sees it.
Uh,
He'd be my daddy. But I don't know if he takes it seriously or not. But I always see a smile. When I put a comment out, I'll just wait to see his face reaction, and there's like a smile turn